Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And another Nine of Cups. I feel like we're always getting the Nine of Cups for you. I feel like you're somebody who right now is like, you're feeling it. I think you're focused on all these different areas of your life and how to optimize things, how to really make things the best that they can be. I feel like you're taking advantage of every opportunity. You're not letting anything slip through the cracks, you know? You're not saying no to anything. You're not letting anything pass you by. You know, it's just every moment is a moment for you to feel some sort of joy or happiness or fulfillment or satisfaction, to feel some kind of love, right? It's in the middle of the most grueling task you could be in and still having that awareness, you know, to kind of look up and see the beautiful flower next to you. You know, it's your ability to see beauty. It's your ability to see joy and happiness and fulfillment in everything that you do. And you're trying to create a world where that is life. You know, where your life, no matter what you do specifically, it's always geared toward fulfillment, satisfaction, awareness, appreciation, gratitude, right? Love, beauty, joy. All these good things, you know. This is the card of superabundance, okay? This is the card of physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative abundance, superabundance. This is the dream that keeps on dreaming. This is the happiness that keeps on happening. Let's see what's happening with some more cards. And even more cups. Oh goodness, even more cups. I think you're being recognized for something very, very significant very soon. Okay, Three of Cups is sort of a celebration. It does have to do with the gratitude. It's kind of saying we're focusing now, like, because see, we have the Nine of Cups. We have 3, 3, and 3. So it's abundance down here, abundance in the middle, abundance up top, right? Lots of abundance. The abundance, and I say that card because that's what the Three of Cups is called. That's the main key word for the Three of Cups, abundance, right? So this is representing a close-up view of one or other of these levels, either in your physical, financial life, your mental, emotional life, or your spiritual, creative life, and there may be some overlap. I think that you're being recognized with like almost feels like a lifetime achievement award, you know, that you're being celebrated for something. And yeah, you know, your birthday's coming up pretty soon. Maybe this has something to do with that, but this is really a celebration for you. A recognition for you. Something is honoring you. Okay? And maybe this is in the form of a welcome home, or a farewell, or a promotion, or a congratulations, right? It's all like celebrations like this are always like the ending of something, but the beginning of something new, you know? So let's see. Let's see what might be beginning. What is this celebration about? Got more cups. We've got a 7 of Cups here underneath the surface. And I feel like this is really, it's celebrating a big accomplishment for you because you've got this energy of, you know, you almost perform your best when things are challenging. Okay? And the 7 of Cups is pretty challenging. Now, we're talking a lot of water here. This is a lot of kind of emotions are. It's a very emotional time right now. I think there's good emotions, positive and negative emotions happening. The 7 of Cups, you're somebody that's sort of thrives under pressure. This is somebody who can be in the quicksand and knows how to get out of it. Doesn't lose their cool. I feel like you're somebody who, sometimes when things go wrong, we just want to kind of scream, right? We just get frustrated and we can't take it, right? You're somebody that really has learned patience. You know how to keep your cool. You're in quicksand? It's okay. I'm not going to get frantic and start struggling and thrashing about. I'm going to very calmly pull myself out of it, And I think that this is sort of the accomplishment. I almost feel like you're graduating something. I almost feel like you're celebrating maybe getting out of some sort of quicksand. Maybe some sort of really pulling yourself up really by your own bootstraps and accomplishing something in life. And you're being recognized for it. Okay. This could be overcoming an injury or an illness. This could be getting ourselves out of any kind of a swampy, quicksandy sort of situation, right? This could be us, finally getting out of debt, right? Or leveling up in the workplace, right? This could be even getting out of a bad situation, a relationship, something like that, right? This could be you moving, literally like relocating yourself somewhere. But it's really significant. It's really important to you. It feels good. It feels significant. It feels like a major life moment. We could be talking about a transition from home to school, from school to work, from work to retirement, or any various combination of these things. Okay? But I think that you've accomplished something significant, and you are being recognized for that. So obviously there are other people around you to recognize your accomplishments. Okay? And all the water energy, now we've got some earth energy, all the water energy does sort of hint at something with family. Okay. Now we've got sort of the idea of a new beginning here in the past, right? But the way I look at the aces sometimes, especially when they're in the past, excuse me, my goodness. Sometimes I see the aces as being not the beginning of a path, but the end of a path. The countdown. Right? 10, 9, 8, 7. Almost as if the 10 is like the base of the mountain, and we've gone all the way to the summit. You've reached the final stage of something. The final, like you're on top of the mountain now planting your flag, and I did it. Right? And now that celebration is happening. You got to the top. Right? So I feel like this really huge accomplishment is bringing you this sort of recognition. This sort of, maybe you're being like received into a group now, or you're in this sort of, now you're one of the few people that have climbed Mount Everest, right? And so there's this celebration of you for what you've done. And maybe that's it. Maybe you climbed a mountain. It could be. But this is the end of a path. This is you being done with something. Maybe done with school. Maybe you're graduating. Maybe you're done with your 20s. Maybe you're done with your 30s or your 40s or your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know how old you are. I don't want to know. But this is that sort of accomplishment, right? Getting to the top of something. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's see what's up above everything here. More water energy. This is really all about love for you. And I do feel like in some way, you started at the bottom, right? You started in this quicksand and you got to the top. And really, it feels like love to you. Now, the Two of Cups is called love, and this is this is what we're looking for, the highest ideal, the connections. Okay? I feel like even in some way this maybe is about you healing, especially with the Seven of Cups. Sometimes it shows us that there's a need for healing, right? This is sort of a sickly-looking card, right? The Two of Cups is really the picture of health. This is sort of the perfect relationship that we have with ourselves, with the world, with the universe, with other people. It kind of shows it on a one-on-one basis. And maybe this is sort of saying like, you've accomplished this thing. You got to the top of this mountain, right? And now maybe this is sort of like what we can see from up here. Now when you're standing on the top of the world, and you're looking out, all you see is love. All you see is new opportunities. All you can see are new things to connect with. Individual on a one-on-one. This card's about the one-on-one connections in life, the intimacy. You can see all these individual things, ideas, people, whatever, that you want to connect with. So it's like the whole world opens up to you. It's like the horizon is extending, Let's see what's in the future position. This is a lot of water energy. 7 of Pentacles in the future position. Interesting. In a way, I see the 7 of Pentacles is you sort of recognizing what the next phase of your work is. If we have this accomplishment of healing, let's say, we realize that going forward, we've got more work to do, more healing to do. Healing is a lifelong process. It's not just suddenly, I've achieved health, I'm all done. I can stop trying to eat right, I can stop exercising, right? I can stop doing the internal work, the spiritual work, mental, emotional work. I'm done. I'm healed, baby. All good, 100%. We know it doesn't work that way, right? And so I think this card's a reminder of that no matter how much progress we make, there's still more work to do, okay? And this isn't something that should discourage us. This should make us sort of excited, eager, to keep going. I feel like also this is somehow you giving back to those people that kind of need you. Whatever you're accomplishing now, whatever this top of the mountain is, I feel like from up here on the top of the mountain, you can see all of the places that sort of need help. Maybe you're entering maybe you graduated college, you're moving into some sort of medical career. Maybe you got your certificate and you're doing Reiki, you're doing acupuncture, you're doing crystal healing. I feel like this has opened up a world to you where you can do a lot of good, where you really are like whatever your skills, talents, whatever your gifts are, we need those. We need you out here, like doing your thing, to help sort of, as cliche as it sounds, heal the world. Yeah. This could be a lot of things. Maybe you had a successful crop this year, right? This is kind of you now able to go out and think of how to make it better next year, right? Or how to help others to also grow a really abundant crop, right? But I feel that there's emotional healing here. I don't think it's really necessarily anything physical. It is physical in the sense that it involves other people in the physical world that you will encounter through the senses, But I think really the central work, and this is all water energy, it's all very much an emotional healing, emotional progress, the abundance. And we're talking about that 3 of Cups, right? And which level it might be on here. I kind of feel like it's on the mental emotional level. But I feel like it's sort of overlapping, and obviously because of the water and the earth, I feel like it's sort of overlapping the physical financial world, right? So maybe we're onto something about the kind of getting out of debt sort of thing, right? Or something along those lines, or even a physical healing, physical/emotional healing. So maybe you are moving into the medical field of some kind, right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. It's going to go over here with our very own Kelly Kapoor. Shout out to Mindy. I heard she is a fan of the channel. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free and it really does help the channel. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at the general energy now on the path of the serpent. 5 of Pentacles. You're somebody who likes to keep busy, right? You tend to push yourself quite hard when it comes to your work. And I think that's how you really got up to the top of this mountain, right? And why you're getting the recognition and the gratitude and you're getting all the love, right? Because you've pushed yourself up to the top of this mountain. And I think the Five of Pentacles reminds us that it's not so much about luck or talent. The success of that Ace of Pentacles, getting to the top of that mountain, is a direct result of your determination, your consistency, your drive, right? And your ability to face challenges and obstacles. We're starting to climb a mountain. The first rock you get to, you're like, oh, I don't want to climb a mountain. It's terrible. It's hard work. It's hot out here. You know that there's going to be challenges, right? And so you're very, very capable of pushing past those challenges, and making that progress. You're very good at that. Sometimes the Five of Pentacles is us keeping busy in other ways, Sometimes it shows a need for more efficiency, more economy, right? This is somebody who might, you mop the floor to get ready to mop the floor. Doing extra work that doesn't always make a lot of sense, And so I think you're somebody who is really aware of that. And that kind of connects us with the Seven of Pentacles a little bit. We want to make sure that the work we're doing, our activities, the way we're expending our energy, is as efficient and economical as possible. We don't want to waste a lot of energy. Okay? So it seems to me moving forward, we have to really we have to pick and choose where we're spending our energy. We have to make sure we're kind of streamlined and economized. Right? Let's see what the next card is. Right now, interesting, we just have the water and the earth. Right? There's that fire. There's that streamline. There's that economy. There is the concentration. Right? There is you with that sort of awareness, that enlightenment, that consciousness that will show you how best to direct your energies in order to achieve the greatest possible feeling or result or outcome in your environment, in your world, in what you're doing through your activities. Let's put the next card. See, now we got the air too, and I think that's good. Now we have the 5. Anytime we get a 5, we start looking around for the 4. Thankfully, we have the 4. Sometimes I feel like it's difficult for you to not get too stressed out by all of the work that you have to do. Right? We get this 5, and it just kind of seems like there's just so much more to do now, right? And we said you got to the top of the mountain, there's this big celebration, and you're being recognized. But it's kind of like we look at the future, and of course, there's more work to do. If this is you graduating, now you've got the degree or the diploma or the certificate, well, now you got to go do the work, right? So this isn't the end of the road. It's kind of saying this is just the beginning of the hard work, right? And sometimes we can get overwhelmed with just how much there is to do, and we don't want to get disorganized. So we stay focused with the Ace of Wands, and we try to organize our mind and prioritize. And really with the Four of Swords, this is you keeping a list. This is you keeping a calendar. This is you making a checklist or a to-do list or in your phone or in a bullet journal or whatever it is you got to do. Write the things down. Keep yourself organized. Okay? I think you're somebody I think you pride yourself on your memory. I think you're able to keep these lists and things and all this organization in your head. But why? Right? And there are benefits to it, obviously. Got to keep ourselves sharp. But in your situation, I feel like you need to employ some sort of tool to help you stay organized, because your life is getting busier. Because this huge win, getting to the top of this mountain, is in effect creating more work for you. Your life's going to get busier and busier, right? Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe this is the grand opening of something, right? It's going to get busier. You need to employ methods and tools that can help you stay organized so that you don't get overwhelmed and get stressed out by what you're doing. And then, of course, we start doing things twice, or like wasting energy by repeating tasks, or, by going and doing something again because, oh, I forgot I already did that, or having to go back to the store because we forgot something because we didn't write it down, So we stay as organized as possible in order to economize our time and our energy. Yeah, be as efficient as possible. We gotta run it like a business, Let's see what the final outcome is here. Oh yeah, more cups, more water, more satisfaction. A life that is full, a life that is almost overflowing with kind of satisfaction, right? And we don't want it to overflow, okay? We don't want to have a drought either, but we don't want it to overflow. We don't want to be overwhelmed with so many things. We have so many things to do. It feels good to check things off the list. We also have to keep a little bit of downtime for ourselves. Be sure that you really are enjoying this new life that is happening for you, and not being overwhelmed by it. But I think that this is really representative of your absolute ideal, what you're striving for in life. Okay, and I think it feels like you're sort of moving into a business of some kind, or at least this new sort of life's work. But you don't want to be consumed by that. You also want time to enjoy yourself, to enjoy your pets, your plants, your people, to go outside, to relax, to go on vacation, to have your spiritual experiences and to have your time for reflection. So we don't want to fill our plate up too full. And I think a great way to approach this is to try to stay as organized as possible, not so we can pile more things on our plate, but so that we can keep some parts of our plate clear. Okay? And so when we find that we're running so efficiently now that, hey, I've got like 3 hours free in the day, what more can I do? What can I pile on? Keep that time for yourself. Devote at least a portion of that time to appreciating yourself, to doing maybe acts of charity, acts of service, acts of gratitude, right? A lot of water energy, and I think we need to be able to give back in some sort of way, even if that is just focusing on self-care, if that is you doing something that is just sort of for relaxation, if this is you out there like treating yourself, we have to make sure we separate some time. We allocate some time to the love, to the gratitude, to the enjoyment of what we're doing, so that it doesn't all sort of transform into just a business, right? Just the effort, just the work itself. We want the satisfaction that comes with it. We want the soul expansion that comes with it. Now, I notice there's no major arcana energy here. It really is all about your feelings and your actions, right? And how your feelings here are pushing you into this sort of new business, new way of life, these new behaviors. Okay? So I feel like you are accomplishing one thing in the physical world, and it's inspiring you to keep going and pursuing new kinds of work in a similar or related field, right? It is all about the feelings. The feelings are motivating your actions right now, and we've got to keep them organized. We have to be sort of rational, we have to be focused, so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. Let's look at that mystery card. If this is more water, I don't know what we're getting. It did a lot of water. I want a major arcana in it. We don't have any major arcana here. So I think if it is a major, that'll really tell us like what our sort of spiritual work is right now. Yeah. I feel like this is a lot of emotional stuff that's translating into more action, more behavior, more work, Let's see what we have. The Hanged Man. Aha. The Hanged Man is sometimes us suffering for our work, right? So there's a lot of water, and this is all water too. This is the baptism by water. So in some ways, this is this very emotional experience that you're going through. Even we could look at this as a kind of catharsis. And it is through this very emotional experience that you're realizing what your true path in life, what your real work is. Your life's work, whether it is a business or just a sense of purpose, or what you're devoting your time and energy to. This seems to be the experience that is revealing that path to you. Maybe this is really a major revelation of what you thought your life was before. Maybe you've reached the end of the road, right? I count 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way to the ace. Maybe that road is over. You having this intense moment of healing or kind of emotional awareness or enlightenment. And you recognize what the next phase of your work is. Yeah. And that's the Hanged Man sort of seeing your life in a different way. It's all about perspective, right? We're either leaning up against a post or we're, hanging from it. So you can see your life in a different way. And maybe that Ace of Pentacles in the past is what your life path was before. This major emotional breakthrough leading you to a new perspective on what your life's work is becoming now. Okay, major revelation now. I like it. We're going to explore this a little bit more in the extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link up top, or there is one down below. New readings for Virgo on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is free. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you. And we're all in this together.